that we have explored the basic components of the standard drum set, let's look at the non-essential accoutrements, or toys, that can be added, giving the drummer a veritable repertoire of irritating noises and making the trap case much heavier to carry through the hotel kitchen. Cowbells are a nice touch in Latin standards and can be acquired at inflated prices from the drum shop or at a cheaper rate from a friendly cow. Woodblocks come in handy when playing in stop time for bad tap dancers. And temple blocks provide a humorous effect when backing horses or fat sopranos. Mr. Bledsoe has used all of these toys from time to time with great results. However, he has never used a triangle. He says that they are sissy instruments that are only played by faggots with limp wrists. Maracas, on the other hand, or maybe both hands, should always be carried to be played by bored saxophone players, or, for more visual interest, should be given to the girl singer, accompanied by shouts of "Olé!" and "Get a load of those shakers!" Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Part 3, Beating Off. Now that we've studied the history of the drums and the basic components of the drum set, I'm sure that you're asking, but Mr. Bledsoe, isn't it hard to beat off without a tool? Well, Mr. Bledsoe agrees, and even though it is possible to beat off with your hand or even your fist, the drummer's tool should be a major consideration. They come in all shapes and sizes, but the good ones should provide the drummer with stamina and versatility. Of course, your first choice of tools should be sticks, and there are many varieties, from hickory to dickory to dock. Mr. Bledsoe himself prefers large ones with big tips. However, he stresses that tastes may vary. It's best to determine how to use your sticks. For example, small for picking your nose, medium for scratching your back, and large for waking up the bass player with a well-placed goose. The butt end of the stick should only be used for extra power and a backbeat, but Mr. Bledsoe warns that this position is unnatural and has known many players who have overused their butt ends and wrecked them. So, as a whole, butt ends should only be used as a last-ditch effort, and precautionary methods should be taken in the interest of safe drumming. Brushes are an important asset to the drummer's arsenal. They can be used for swatting mosquitoes at garden parties, brushing cigarette ash off the leader's second-hand tuxedo, but they are most effective when used to create the swishing sound so popular in restaurants that serve quiche. Brushes should be used sparingly because too much circular swishing can make a drummer go blind. Mallets. Unless you are a true masochist percussionist who chooses to carry vibes, marimbas, bells, bell trees, and other crap to a gig, along with your drum set, mallets are only good for one thing. Once again, Mr. Bledsoe will demonstrate.
Oh, shit, my thumb.
All of these assorted sticks, brushes, and mallets are cumbersome items and should be carried in a large case made expressly for this purpose. It is called a stick bag. Although stick bags come in many materials, from alligator to Ziploc, Mr. Bledsoe highly recommends his own line of designer cases, now available at factory outlet drum shops throughout the northern United States. Each case is machine-made of heavy-duty naugahyde and comes with a broken zipper and a scuffed finish to make other musicians think that you work a lot. The Bledsoe bag. Ask for it by name. is essential to a good sound, and a good drummer can't have too many. The entire tone and resonance of a drum set can be affected by the quality of the head, so it is essential that you always have a good supply. With practice, you will get proficient at changing heads, and, like Mr. Bledsoe, even be able to do so during extended rubatos or tedious bass solos. Heads, also known in the pro circles as skins, can be obtained from diseased leopards, but are more hygienic when purchased in drum stores. Most drums require a double set of heads. However, there has been a recent trend on the bass drum of using only one head. Mr. Bledsoe does not condone this because he believes it destroys the quality and quantity of sound, and besides, everyone knows that two heads are better than one. However, this is a matter of personal preference. Therefore, if only one head is used on the bass drum, Mr. Bledsoe advises it to be placed on the side closest to the bass drum pedal. So always remember, if your drum set is sounding like a cheap set of pots and pans, it could be all in your head. Try changing them. Foreskins can make or break your instrument. Part 5, Drum Rudiments. Now that you have learned a little about the history of the drum and have acquired the necessary equipment, it's time to actually sit down behind your drum set and listen to Mr. Irving Bledsoe demonstrate the basic rudiments. Mr. Bledsoe asks that you forgo playing along because it will only confuse him. The roll. There are different kinds of rolls. The open, the closed, and the Parker House. These rolls require many hours of practice, but you will find that it will be worth it, for in the event of World War III, it will almost guarantee an assignment in the Army Band rather than the infantry.